Hi everyone, my name is Nan. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Health Simplified with Nan. If you're here, you must have seen one of my posts in my LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook account about 10x, or you have simply stumbled upon my channel because you have heard about 10x and are curious about it, and you are someone who is serious about taking back control over your own health. Well, you've come to the right place. As you can see from the title page of my presentation today, Tennis Fitness Program is the minimal effective dose to develop lifelong health, fitness, and beauty. But before we dive right into it, let me start by sharing my own personal experience with the program. So before 10X, I was a stay-at-home mom for 17 years, and I've been a very active volunteer in the community, whether it's with my son's swim club or my daughter's canoe club and their schools. And so time was valuable to me. And I only started resistance training at the age of 42, and I'm 46 now. And I had actually been suffering from chronic back pain since the birth of my first child, and I also have scoliosis, so that doesn't really help. And so, as I mentioned, it was difficult for me to find time to really go and work out for a long period of time. I did have a trainer for almost a year, and then I created my own workout program afterwards. But I was spending more and more time in the gym, going from 2 to 3 days a week to 5 to 6 days a week, and feeling really guilty because I wasn't able to, divide my attention to all my commitments equally. And also the results that I was actually looking for to get, I wasn't getting with so much time that I have spent in the gym. But after 10x, it was just so simple, just doing it 2 times a week that I'm getting better sleep, I have more energy. I'm actually, I've been doing it for just over a year now as well. So, my mobility has increased. I'm able to take on other activities and sports with ease, and I don't feel, and experience the soreness as often as I used to. And yeah, no more guilt. Each workout is just 15 minutes and less. So in a total of 30 minutes in the entire week, I think anyone can find 30 minutes in the entire week. And to be able to work out from home, or working out at the gym, that it just offers such flexibility. And during the pandemic, during lockdown periods, all of last year, I worked out probably about 95% of the time at home, and I still achieved results. And I also understand more roles of what protein, fat, and carbohydrates play in our body. So make me more aware of what I'm actually putting into my body. And yeah, I can honestly say that I haven't experienced any more back pain since. And you will see in the subsequent slides that, I have decreased my body fat percentage. I've changed my body composition and shape. And, in the whole year, I only lost 5 pounds. So weight is not to really see how a person's improving. Really don't look at the weight on your weight scale. And I definitely have increased my muscle mass, strength, and symmetry as well. And so you can see this is me a year ago and me a year after. And this is in the span of 5 months. You can see my body composition has changed. Like I said, I only lost 5 pounds. And just looking at my power to weight ratio, I went from 5.4 to 6.6. And in 8 weeks. So, but you don't just have to listen to me. You can go on to stories.mindvalley.com/product/10x fitness to see even more success stories on there for people working out with the 10x protocol. So what is 10x? Well, the method of 10x is a longevity-based, muscle-centric total fitness program designed to help people build and maintain their muscle and strength. And as you know, we start to decrease our muscle mass and strength at the age of 30. So, and it's essentially consisting of 6 movements, which is called the alpha routine, that target all 5 of our major muscle groups, done to volitional fatigue in a circuit fashion, and just 2 times a week in 15 minutes or less. Again, as I mentioned, it could be done at the home or at the gym. And as a 10X fitness coach, we're able to offer remote or in-person facilitation. So distance is really not a factor. You can work out from home, and we can also be there with you every step of the way. Well, either way, we are there for you. And there are also specific, smaller workouts. I mean, alpha is the key, but there are also beta and gamma routines that would target the smaller muscles as well. And who is this for? Well, it's for all ages, from youth to senior, any fitness level. Again, anyone who's short on time like I was, and people who want to maintain and expand their choices of activities, and for athletes who want to build a foundation that will enhance their current exercise program. There are various program types, 6 weeks doing it at home, 6 weeks doing it at the gym, or you can have the combination of the two where you learn all 5 home and 3 gym routines. And there's the Optimus program, which just means you just do the 2 6 alpha routine in 12 weeks, just 2 workout a week. Or you can simply do 1 if you're an athlete or someone who already has a rigorous exercise program. You can just do the 6 alpha routine 1 time a week. There are also monthly programs, immersive programs, and if you want to find out more, my contact information will be detailed below, and you can contact me and we can discuss further at our first discovery call. And what do you get? Well, as you can see, it's customized to individual needs. You will definitely gain strength, build muscle, and lose fat. You get the remote or in-person facilitation, whatever is easy for you, works for you. And there's also nutritional target setting that we will help you with. And if you are doing the 12-week program, with the 6-week program, there's not enough data, and you don't do the assessments beforehand and assessments after. So with the 12-week programs, you do get a detailed diagnostic report from us. And there's a direct feedback to your every workout. And we also have weekly coaching calls. And you get to learn more and understand more where you are at, in terms of your health. Are you deficient, or are you healthy, or are you fit, and what you should be aiming for. And we also give you some tools, to help you build some energy balance habits. So why do I want to be a 10X coach? Well, my reasons, which I kind of already stated before, it 10X helped me do so much in terms of changing my body composition in 1 year, way more than the years, probably 2-3 years I had spent in the gym prior. And what I learned as a client not only benefited me, but also benefited my family. It's so simple and effective, and it's easy to remember, right? Not so many, different routines that you have to do, like, oh my God, I have to do some compound exercises, I have to do cardio and all of that stuff. It's just simple. It also helps you understand, what are the different levels of health and fitness, really, and what it really means to perform a quality workout. Have you ever thought about that? Are all your workouts equal? Are they quality? It also empowers people to take control of their body, understand that resistance training really is key. It doesn't have to be 10X, but resistance training is key to prevent sarcopenia, which is, loss of muscle strength and mass, and preserve our functional ability as we age and decrease our years of morbidity. And because I'm a holistic health coach, it adds to my practice of what I'm able to offer to my clients. And so here's my mom. She and my dad, I got them to go and work out with a trainer. They don't live in the same city, so I got them to go and work out with a trainer at the age of 69 and 68. That's the first time they ever stepped into the gym. And she has gotten her diabetes and high blood pressure totally under control, and not really needing to take any pills or have to inject insulin, anything like that, in a few months of working with me remotely, although most of the resistance training is done with a trainer. And another key for me is that, just looking at the examples of my 2 grandmothers. This is my grandma who passed away at the age of 103 last year. She was always very active. She ate fairly healthy, whole foods most of the time. And she didn't know anything about resistance training, but her one resistance exercise was actually her riding her bicycle around town. So even when she was about 96, 98, she was still riding her bicycle around town until one day she fell and she broke her hip. And so since then she had to use a walker, but she was still fairly active, going to do things on her own, places a lot of times on her own as well. And in the time that, before she passed, was just about 2 months of the time that all of a sudden she had all these conditions, like maybe her kidney wasn't working as well, her eyesight was failing, and had some form of cancer. But it was at that age it was hard to operate on her, right? But she actually just went home. She didn't want to be operated on. Went home, fell asleep, and then passed away in her sleep. So her morbidity time, compared to a lot of people that I've heard of, is 5 to 10 years of morbidity years. Before we pass, she had it in 2 months. And there's my other grandmother, who's going to be 90, who's had multiple strokes. Her first stroke took place 20 years ago. And so she never really cared about what she was putting into her mouth. It's anything that tasted good, right? Like whatever salty, fried, sweet, she would love them. She didn't think it was anything important, and she wasn't active. She wasn't doing anything at all active. But look at the quality of life that she has now. I mean, I'm grateful that she's still around, and we have family to help and support taking care of her. But it's been 20 years of her being in a half paralyzed condition. So that's not the quality of life that anyone should have. And so there you have it. There are my reasons for becoming a 10X coach, and why I feel so strongly and passionately about bringing it to others. If you're interested in learning more about the 10X fitness programs, or in signing up for the program, here is how you can contact me. I can be reached via email, and my blog is followthejrabbit.com, or Instagram at Tim Yat Nan. My LinkedIn, is Nancy Yang Timmons at Holistic Health and Fitness, or YouTube, where you found me here, Health Simplified with Nan. And I just want to conclude with this, like, we only have one body, and it is the main vehicle for us to experience life as human on this beautiful planet of ours. So don't wait. It's time that we start taking better care of our body and our health. Let me leave you with a saying: a healthy person has 10,000 desires, whereas a sick person only has one. Take care.